Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this space and time where this movement is being proclaimed and acclaimed for you and I to share right now. As you may be having a good day, or good afternoon, evening, a good night, perhaps out there in outer space, in another timeline. It has got a lot of movement to be from here until there where you are, despite of having a rounded world and many worlds around the sun and spaces between orbits as one space that might be in the solar galaxy is within this universe. We're trying to build something of our own where we have our sense of property and we learn to dialogue with others, talking and building about values and how we manage these things, right? So we all have our independent problems far away from yours, as you do have yours. We might not be able to comprehend what your problems are, as it might be far in the future in outer space. And we're trying to make it better so when it gets there where you are now, is easily smooth. So in the same way we wish that on any corner of the world and round and about. I've got this studio for temporal. I just got a 48 contract work today and I will keep the other job. So I will work 7 days a week and find some time to save money to get a house or half of a house to bring my children with me. So no one has really helped me. I have help from strangers and I have met someone that I dearly love and is a very smart and free person. So I do love freedom before anything, as my parents do. I hope you do share as well the sense of freedom as the sense of property with you and those around you. In this channel, I'm just going to be talking about production, so don't expect me to become anything in particular, because I will just be talking about work and what are we doing with this. Yeah, so there's pre-production, production, and just going on action and measuring what is for here, what is for there, what is priority right now, and through the times that we are working for this podcast. Let's call it a podcast. What would it be? Broadcast. So I wish you feel welcome to talk back and consider and reconsider or value all the work that's being made. So we move on and celebrate our times, right? So that's pretty it. I might do a podcast in the place I work, which has beautiful views to Windsor, and be ready to bring the map of the world with a map of London and Windsor, of course. And I don't think I'm going to remodel it in here. It's pending as a thought, as something I could just temporarily build, or just making it a little more appealing and put the books around so I can do a better production. Still, I really love to see my books and be able to dive alone into words and storylines who inspire me on a parallel side of the brain in time as an entertainment and inspiration. I wish you well, and you're welcome to dive into the worlds and realms of fantasy with virtual reality. For those who like to invest, you're welcome to invest. For those who want to go to a court trial because they are stealing, feel welcome to go to a court trial. No one is immune of the law. Stealing is not appropriate when you live in a world of trust, when you share a paramount vision where trust and transparency and these values are being shared without taking from others or entitling yourself with your name or your brand. Those cases would be measured by the law, and this is why good and bad have a difference between what is good and bad. So abusers would think it's good for them, but it's not good to the rest of the world. You have a lot of data, information, and cultural values, and millions of people in your lands, as you are the caregiver of these lands and people and culture. Whoever you are, a president, a prime minister, a king, a cacique, a raj, a sultan, a minister of its office, of his ministry, an owner to its entity, a manager to its business, a father to its fatherland, as a mother to her children. So all these are values that contain a lot of power and energy. When people learn what is data and what constitutes your body, once you grow up and become mature and know what is what, then you can take care of your body, right? Because you know those values, mommy and daddy take care of you and teach you. So now that we're learning how to rule over this data and how important it is to maintain it for the future generations, for the beauty that it contains, its culture, not just in virtual reality, also in real life. So I need to expand and talk beyond the boundaries of my imagination. So I need to create this channel. Don't want it to be shared with people who are thieves or people who want to bring problems, please. So this is not open source. This is for universal understanding and only. It's very simple, right? So if you need to have scandals, or if you need to bring controversies to have more viewers, go somewhere else, right? There is a place for everything. I really love the expansion of the stars and the universe, and when you float in the ocean, so it is as diving in the water. And I'm pretty sure that it is as diving in the internet or in your beloved's body, sharing the abundance of this world to your children. That generosity that exists with profound goodness. It is good to fight, it is good to clash and bring violence. Well, there's a place for that as well. A reason for sports, in virtual reality, for things that truly matter. But this place is not going to suffocate or bring the same problems at all. And we're just going to continue. Alright. We will see until September how is that form. So we have a nice holiday. And it's a job of pre-production that's just as the holidays. Yes. Eventually I will be putting a bank account to just have the donations for this to work, and eventually go to visit the continents and its cultures to see their influencers, and the world map for how is it taking care for each culture as well, each data center for the Spanish community. Venezuela has opened the school for influencers, which I'm very happy for it. Hope it keeps working for Latin America and Spain as well, as a contribution to start to travel around from the Caribbean, because it's closest to the other parts of the world. And for North America, we will see what part they pick. Don't think it has to be necessarily where the database is. The data, all these buildings that contain information, of course, would be nice in the south of Argentina, because it's cooler and fresher, right? For what is the Hispanity. As in Africa, could be in the coldest zone as well, and in Europe, their own cold zone. Not necessarily the university and center of influencers for the continent and culture itself, because it blends through other cultures sometimes. Pretty much Europe has so much culture within just one. It has a universe of its own that's blended with the Russian, the Latin, the Nordic. And it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful to enjoy the fusion of cultures as well. It's with China and Kazakhstan, countries that are around in between China, Russia, Australia. India is particularly unique as a whole, and especially for me to dive into the spirituality and the translations of these states, which I will start very soon to write. This is why I would really love to have all these things out and just put the desk right here with all books and the bed here. Well, only I have another washing machine 3 meters away, so I don't even know how long I'm gonna last here. If it really matters to invest efforts to be here, I should be right now just working as it should be rolling, and everyone as well. So if it is to make an effort, then well, let's make an effort. Have it a little more pleasant to the eye, and be able to enjoy the beauty and arts that we need to overcome and share with. Yeah. Until people are not role-playing in virtual reality, I don't think they will be able to understand what is this about. There is a lot of resistance because everyone wants to be in control of whom they think they are and what they think they're doing. So this is totally something else for the consciousness to explore, and it's not about whom we are in real life, about studying the animate feeling of other characteristics with all the arts and other people life. So you have the power to choose, and that's it. All right, there's nothing you can copy anymore. This is what it is. Bye. Peace. 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 I won't be talking about politics or people's names. Maybe we would do. We have a lot of things to discuss for pre-production first. So why bother, right? They want people to become conscious and joyful. If they give power to people, they will become even higher. Yeah. So it's not about watching all these political dramas and the headlines of all these people because they're doing wars. This is more about allowing the creative power to dominate the masses as we are moving with artificial intelligence, new forms of jobs, understanding new sciences and forms of living in this new system. There are a lot of influencers that I do love, and it'd be nice to talk about. We have now these locations to talk about boroughs in our town, nationally and internationally. So it won't matter if it's me alone or somebody else, or it's two for dinner or some friends, or people like to join and really talk about homelessness and people that are dislocated and what is all this about being a nomad. Could it be with another influence of international currency as the universal coin. However, is it going to be called? That's not the matter. That will help us all to have peace, not fight about this coin, the other. Those will continue, all these coins to those values. This is just for everyone's peace. Yeah. And we will see the percentage of each country, what they are bringing, how much they're investing, how many people they have, what are these values. That's how we're going to see the percentage. So the tariffs of United States are very interesting to watch as well. For Venezuela, the country I was born, to be accepted internationally without more dramas, as we conclude, to thank United Kingdom on their percentage, because this mediation is costing a lot as well. Yeah. So from United Kingdom to Europe to the world and to outer space, it was very beautiful to see the Arab countries. I really love the Arab countries. Love the world, really, as you do, I believe, as for who we are, and to see our differences. That's the beauty of this world. Whatever we can dance, as we are not being watched as well. Yeah. That's the most beautiful part, because people are so afraid of judgment. People are judging on and on, as if that's going to be the reason to be alive. So for me, when you already know how to walk, you don't need to create judgment over walking. You don't even think about it. It's just walk. The walk is by itself. The dance turns by itself with the music. The dancer is no more there. It's the music. And in the same way, we work with each other. We consider there is another human being there. Whatever is judging us, to let that person take its time and space to the space that we create. I reconsider that I also have a heart and feelings, as you do. So taking care of your people is fundamental. There is a lot of human rights to see for the American people in the United States before any other country. The people in the left to be considerate as well. The people in the right to be considerate as one. So we can work together on this beginning. So we don't have to compete with these fights to take over the presidency. So this is clearing away a lot of trash and rubbish and problems. When we see that it has happened, people can later vote, but they will be able to see it through the system. Who is who, where the money of the ministry is going, who are the people that are still on wars, so we can help to heal transform out of the other ways from prehistoric thinking. So we don't need to kill other people for any means, and have societies of joy and beauty and health as we take care of this planet. So I will be explaining with the blackboard the umbrella of homelessness and all those people who are dislocated and suffer from the lack of human rights. Yeah, I am one of them. One of them. But my children are in Canada, so people think they are okay. They are people that need more help because they come from wars and poor countries. So there's no human rights for me. So because of that, it's been 10 years without my children. This is a fact, and it hurts. It hurts me very much. A world that has not enough people with empathy or understanding. So there is good people. I've always believed and trust and have seen. Yet there are these laws for how we think and can only act. And this is what can liberate us. The truth. Hopefully in a enjoyable and pleasing way. So for those who are out there putting up a show, well, if that's your business, okay. I'm not really into business. I'm more of an artist, a person who loves meditation, to dance. I love to see values and the transfer of values as an artist. I love technology and wars of hackers and role play. So you can do business if you like, but because I'm not into business, it doesn't mean that people like me should not be paid. So there are people like me I represent, and there are many who are creators as well. So every user and every content creator has more to share than just content. So we can do mansions into villages. We will need this next. So it's past 2021, 4 years. So let's say it would be the next 10, 11 years. Because I've been saying 15 years for the last 4 years. 3 years and a half, to be precise, more or less. I wish to do this alone because people have so much resistance. I will be able to invest and be serious with people to do this. Hopefully I get a little more in the background so they can take over the screen and have fun, I guess. And just go visit the directors of each influencer continent and culture. Yeah, it's good to share with pre-production as well. Yeah, cut. Bye. It's 3:33 p.m. here. Bye.